And welcome back to the Laboratory Podcast with Dex and Los, where we talk about basketball, we talk about life, we talk about whatever the hell we like. It's me and him and them and us and all of everybody in the world. And my man's to the right. Let's get this shit started.
Indeed. How you doing today, brother?
Yeah.
All right. I feel that. All right, cool. All right, so the last few, you got anything you want to talk about on the NBA front before we get into this week's episode? Like the bulk of this week's episode? What the title will be on the episode?
John Wall.
John Wall is what I had too. So, if y'all haven't seen it, John Wall is a true professional because he wants his money no matter what. Yeah. But the Rockets are exploring trade options for John Wall right now because he doesn't fit the timeline for what they want to do.
Right.
Extremely so.
That's nice that they're actually working together. They're working as a cohesive unit rather than I want to trade me now.
Like some other guard that they had recently.
Yeah. Unlike another man in Philadelphia who refuses to show up to training camp.
I mean, you know what? It is what it is. That man will have his day. You know, we'll get to that in a second.
Remember last year when I said he was overrated?
Who?
Ben Simmons.
Did you say Ben Simmons was overrated?
I said Ben Simmons was overrated. Correct.
You did say Ben Simmons was overrated last year.
And you defended him.
I did defend Ben Simmons. Rightfully so, because at the time, he wasn't overrated. He might still be slightly overrated now for what y'all think.
Slightly.
Slightly.
Oh.
Because, you
only slightly.
You're only as good as he's been getting too much slander to be overrated at this point. He's been catching way too much slander. Rightfully so. Rightfully so. But going back to the John Wall situation, it is like you said. It's nice that they're working together. The Rockets like, well, we don't want you. Not necessarily we don't want you here, but for what we want to do coming into the season, we think it's best to kind of like part ways, which is nice. So I don't know. I'm trying to think of teams that he could fit with. That could realistically get
Miami Heat.
That could realistically get him.
The Miami Heat.
That could realistically get him.
The Heat in Miami.
Right.
It's hot.
Yeah, because he ain't trading shit. They could make up that contract. Well, I think he's getting like 40, like it's 41 or 42 mil.
John Wall's going to Sacramento.
He might have to go to Sacramento, but I think working together, they're gonna be like, hey, Sacramento's obviously gonna be like this.
No,
I was just in Washington my entire career.
Oh, why are you putting me back in purgatory on the other side of the coast?
In semi purgatory. But yeah, I think that having John Wall, in addition to like a contending team, the only team that he would fit, but I don't know how they work the money out, is the Clippers. Like he would fit with the Clippers, but I don't know how the money would work out if he's there. Like how
Orlando Magic.
There's no team you can go to.
The Seattle Supersonics.
Yeah, bring him back and then put him there. I want to see John Wall on the contender. He said he's not forfeiting that money. There is no buyout option whatsoever.
Which, so he's got like a smart business move.
Absolutely, he about his business. That's about 92 mil that he's due this season, and with his player option, it's about 92 mil. So I just don't know what team would be willing to eat that contract and take it and just say like, hey, like, you know what,
the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Fuck it, we ball. Why not? Don't know who they could trade it for. D'Angelo Russell and some other motherfucker who makes $20 million a year. I don't know if Cat is gonna be that person. I don't know. I just want to see John Wall on the contender. He's not obviously the John Wall of old, of arguably top 5 point guard in the league no more. But he was hooping last year. He was hooping last year for a team until he got hurt. Yeah, he got hurt, and it was also the Rockets. So I think when he could have probably came back, they was like,
nah, it's cool.
It's okay. Calm down. I think they did the same thing to Christian Wood. Christian Wood got hurt. He was out for a decent minute where he didn't need to probably be out.
Right.
They was both hooping last year, though. I think he came out, what did he average last year? I think like 20 and 7.
I believe so.
And he's still a really good defender. Like I said, not like John Wall in Washington, pre-injury, pre-bone spur and all that kind of stuff. Where I say he's not arguably like top 5 point guard in the league no more, but he can still contribute to like a team that has a culture already, or a team in place where you need like a elevated point guard. Like I said, the Clippers, you got Eric Bledsoe as your likely starting point guard right now. John Wall will be a very big upgrade compared to Eric Bledsoe. And he's a playmaker, which is something that the Clippers need. I just can't think of a whole lot of other teams right now that could use John Wall.
The Golden State Warriors.
That wouldn't be fair. That shouldn't happen either.
The Los Angeles Lakers. They're getting all the 30-year-olds. Might as well get another one with a big contract.
Low key.
None of them have big contracts. They could probably, except for LeBron and AD.
Yeah,
that's it. Oh yeah, Russ.
Fat-ass contract too.
Well, Russ and John Wall on the same team.
That's the same nigga twice.
That's the same
motherfucker
twice.
Yeah, man, it wasn't a whole lot that's been happening on the basketball front. He brought up the Ben Simmons thing. We got like the Bleacher Report notification that he's not the same shit we've been saying. He's not coming to training camp. The Sixers want him to come to training camp, but
he's like, no.
I'm fucking with him for it. Like, you motherfuckers just trying to trade me. I was talking all this shit. No, like stay by your guns. I'm with it.
Yeah, but nobody wants him.
Nobody wants him. And what he said was it's not. Well, it's kind of a fucked up thing to say. It's not basically my job to get my value up.
That is a job.
It was your job.
That's your whole job.
Your value is what it previously, like the last thing we saw, which is for that playoff series. It wasn't a whole lot that
was passing up an open layup and or dunk.
Yeah,
over Trae Young.
Yeah, that's the image everybody keeps floating to, but also not even being like aggressive when you need to. I'm a defender, so I'm gonna keep catching the slander for however long I gotta take the slander for. But it is what it is. That's my man's.
You're gonna take the slander forever.
I am. I saw some shit on Twitter.
You just like players that just get slandered for some reason. You like Paul George.
Giannis was catching slander for a minute.
Giannis was catching slander up until the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah.
And even then they were like, even then we were still saying, why doesn't he go guard Kevin Durant?
Yeah. Well, whatever, it worked. They did what they had to do. Barely, but still, they won, and then Dame be catching slander too sometimes. I do like players. That
Dame catches slander just for being too loyal.
Yeah, and when Shaq kind of
Shaq killed him.
But yeah, that's kind of pretty much it on the NBA front. So leading into the last kind of episode where we're ranking for right now, at least all time, we did point guards.
Yeah,
we did shooting guards.
Yeah.
Then small forwards,
yeah.
Power forwards.
Yeah.
Last week we did centers.
Right.
So what's left to rank?
What is left to rank?
What is left to rank? This is your idea. So what is left to rank?
The sixth man of all time. The best sixth man of all time. Sixth. I can't say. I don't know how to say it. Sixth. That's sixth man. Say it how I want.
Yeah, so today's episode we're gonna be ranking the best 6 men.
Ambulance.
Ambulance. Ranking the top 5 6 men of all time.
Yeah, because we can't come up with 10.
10 is kind of a lot. 10 is kind of hard. It's a lot. I don't think that's a position where it's gonna be I don't think it's a. You can make you can make it like a 10 list, but it's gonna be a stretch.
Yeah,
are you gonna be stretching?
It's gonna be somebody you don't know.
Yeah, who probably was starting for a decent amount of career. Anywho, you want to start it off, or you want me to start it off?
Started off. I believe I started it off last week.
Probably. Number 6 right now. I got off the rip Lamar Odom.
Number 6.
I'm number 6. Yeah, for 6 man.
Oh
no, I'm just playing. I just tweet.
All right.
Number. Actually, I take it back. I'm sorry. Jason Terry is my number 5.
All right.
Jason Terry is the Jet with a bucket. He does have a ring, and he also does have 1 6 man of the year.
1.
Jason Terry he had a clip. That's all you need to know. Jason Terry was one of the sharpshooters in the league. His nickname isn't the Jet. What the hell is his nickname?
It is the Jet.
It is the Jet?
Yeah.
Well, there's too many Jets.
It's just him and Kenny Smith.
I know, but it's still weird. I just thought about
Those are the only Jets I know.
That's one too many. This can't be copying nicknames. But yeah, Jason Terry is a very integral part of a championship run, and when the Mavs had that run where they were really, really good.
Putting buckets on LeBron and them.
Killing Brian, boy. Him and JJ Barea, boy.
Him and JJ
Barea was giving work to the Heat.
Yeah, shout out Jason Terry. Jason Terry is not in my top 5.
He's not?
No.
Oh, sheesh. All right, cool. Shout out differential.
My number 5 is Lamar Odom.
Oh.
Because he did crack. Okay, what are you going to do with a crackhead?
I hate you. I hate you so much.
I mean, like you said, he does have a ring. He has 2 rings.
He has 2 of them things.
He has 2 rings with the Lakers. He was an integral part of the Lakers.
Point forward, boy.
Yeah, he was probably Lamar Odom was low-key ahead of his time.
He was. If Lamar Odom played now, he would be getting the bag.
Yeah, like he was like he was like Kevin Durant. He was a big dude who can dribble and shoot.
One of the greatest Sham guys of all time.
Low key. Yeah, so.
Yeah, Lamar.
He's only got 1 sixth man.
He does have one. He got 1 sixth man of the year. I have him 4th.
All right.
I want to see where we differentiate on the rest of the list.
Everywhere.
You got somebody in yours that I don't have on mine then.
I probably do.
Yeah.
And if you don't have them, then you're disrespectful. If it's somebody who I'm thinking of, then you're just disrespectful.
We'll see. We'll find out. Probably though. It's probably gonna be somebody I was like, damn. I am disrespectful because I'm assuming there's gonna be somebody in my honorable mentions. Anywho, yeah, Lamar Odom, like you said, integral. Like I keep saying, integral part of what should have been a three. What could have been a 3-peat, but Lamar Odom came in and accepted his role once he got in from the Heat. And I was all right, come on, point forward. You need me to rebound. I'm a rebound. Score. You want me to score a little bit? I'll score a little bit. You want me to pass? Fuck it, I'm a pass. Like he said though, like you said, he was kind of ahead of his time. He was like 6'9", I think. And
6'9", 6'10".
Yeah, and a really, really great handle on that bitch. So yeah, Lamar Odom was way ahead of his time.
Low key should have been playing. He would be playing small forward in this day and age.
He was playing small forward.
Well, with the Lakers, he was power forward.
I thought he was both. I thought he was like 3, and then he was swinging to the 4.
He was like all 4. Well, I mean, I'm sure they had him at the 3, but he was like 4 though. I think with the Heat, he might have been 3, or with the Clippers or the Heat, I think he was a 3.
Cool.
My number 4 is Kevin Mchale.
Yep, I don't have him on my list. This is the reason he should have been. I'm not. He made the other one.
Two-time 6th man of the year.
2 of them things.
Two. And then, got a few rings in the process as well.
Yeah, he got a couple of them things.
Granted, he did start a few years. But, I mean, he still has 2 6th man of the year, so.
Yeah. The reason he didn't make my list is because, he did win 2 6th man of the year. So that's, like, obviously the reason why he's definitely on yours, and I get that. I was more so in the mode of trying to put players on the list who were, their careers were defined, or definitive, you think of them, like, traditionally as a 6th man. Kevin Mchale, like you said, he got 2 6th man of the years, obviously, well deserved. So he was a 6th man for a really good part. It was really good at that role. But I don't think for his entire career he was seen as that. That's why I didn't have him there.
I mean, yeah, but Lamar Odom for his entire career wasn't a 6th man.
He wasn't. That's how I said. When you think of him, you don't think. For me, when I think of Lamar Odom, I'm like, damn, yeah, 6th man on the Lakers. I don't think of Kevin Mchale. Oh yeah, 6th man. Like
I don't think of Kevin Mchale at all.
Except terrible coach. That's the only time I think about Kevin Mchale. That's who you had it 4?
Yes.
All right. Moving on.
So you want me to go to 3?
Yeah.
So my 3.
I got to fill you on some bullshit.
My 3 is Lou Williams.
All right.
Lou Aldang Williams.
All right, shout out to Lou Will is also my number 3.
3-time.
3 of them.
6th man.
He got 3.
No rings. But 3-time 6th man of the year though.
Yeah.
I mean, if he was on the Celtics, he'd probably have,
couple rings.
Yeah, a couple rings. If he was on the San Antonio Spurs, he'd probably have a couple rings.
Yeah.
He was playing in Atlanta.
In LA.
I don't think Atlanta ever made the finals.
Was he in Toronto for a minute? I don't know.
He was in Toronto.
They might have back in the olden days.
He was in both LAs.
Yeah. In both LAs, yep.
Yeah, he was in Toronto.
Yeah.
He was in Atlanta.
And he's back in Atlanta. He's still hooping, too.
He was in Philly.
He started off in Philly. I think that helped mold him a little bit, too. Like
because he had Allen Iverson.
Yeah, mold from Allen Iverson. He was like, hey, just come in, get your bucket, do what you got to do. But his career is one of the... A lot of these players have, like the last 2 that we'll probably both have in our top 2 after this. Their career kind of got, like, extended by being that 6-man role, so they don't have, like, a lot of minutes on it. You're not getting as much like wear and tear on your body if you were 6-man. You might still be playing sometimes starters minutes when you get hot, but you typically not going to have as a 6-man 35-minute games.
Yeah.
Unless you Lou Will, you just happen to be scoring 40 again against the Warriors or some shit like that. But other than that, like Lou Will is really like that.
Lou Will
is supposed to be a starter, and I think he's recognized as such.
Lou Will almost put the entire league to a close going to a strip club. Lou Will also has 2 ladies. Not currently, but also had 2 ladies at one time.
But he said the wings was like that. He had to go get the wings.
Yeah. Lou Williams is goated in my book.
Lou
just for having two fine ladies at one time, and they were just fine with it.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's
having money probably helped that too.
Yeah, I'm sure that helps.
He's never had like a bag too. That's crazy to think in like this day and age of what he brings to a team. Like he's never had he's never got like a significant contract. I think like the one he signed with the Clippers is basically like an $8 million a year deal, which is not. I'm not saying it's not a lot of money, but for what he brings to a team, when you averaging like 16, damn near 20 off the bench, you winning $3-6 million a year, you would think motherfuckers like we should pay this motherfucker at least like 15 probably.
Yeah.
No.
No.
He took pay cuts too. He took pay cuts, which it's a business. I don't think you should be turning down your money, but it is what it is. So Lou Will is also I had 3. So my number 2, which I'm hoping is also your number 2, is another player who won 3 6 Man of the Years. Jamal Crawford.
Jamal Crawford.
I knew he was going to say it too. Jamal Crawford, 3 6 Man of the Year, and
that's the fact of the week is that Jamal Crawford's first name is Aaron, and I bet y'all didn't know that.
Well, I've Googled Jamal Crawford hella times. I've never paid attention to that until you said that shit today.
That man's first name is Aaron.
He doesn't look. He looks like Jamal and he talks. He's like, oh, that's Aaron. There it goes right there. Same thing you can say about him. Like you said about Lou Will, you can pretty much say about Jamal Crawford. A bucket.
He was also in Atlanta.
He was in Atlanta. He was also in one of the LAs. He was in Phoenix. He's been all over, not all over the place, but he was a Bull for a while when he started off. He was a Knick.
He was a Knick.
He
was a Brooklyn Net for all of one game.
Yeah. Jamal Crawford should still be in the league.
I feel like Jamal at 41, Jamal Crawford should definitely still be in the league.
If not a 6th man, at least a 7th man.
Nobody could guard Jamal Crawford.
No,
nobody can.
The fact that he real life went out there and said, "I haven't even pulled out my best stuff in game," and we've seen the shit that he's done is fucking ridiculous, and I believe him. Yeah. I don't even think that's when like old heads be gassing shit like, man, I was like that back.
He was waiting for the All-Star game to make it to All-Star.
He probably was. Yeah, he probably was. I don't know. Maybe he probably could have made at least 1 or 2 All-Star games.
He probably should have made one when he was on the Clippers when he won that 6th Man of the Year that year.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if he could have probably. Nah, the East is too low. The West is loaded. You're not making it as a guard out West on the All-Star team. But either way it goes, Jamal Crawford is a bucket. Probably has, well, at least at the very lowest, he's number 2 on the handles of all time. He's at least at the lowest. He's number 2 if he's not number 1.
Who's number 1?
I say if it's not him, it's Kyrie. It's one of them 2, in my opinion.
Who's number 2?
I say Jamal Crawford.
If it's not Jamal Crawford,
Kyrie Irving.
Well, so you just have Kyrie Irving 1 and 2, huh?
Oh, you said if it's. Oh, I thought you were saying the other way around.
Man, it's so good.
No, I was confused when she was. I was confused with low key. Yeah,
you got Cleveland Cavaliers, Kyrie, and Brooklyn Nets, Kyrie.
Celtics, Kyrie 3.
No, oh my god.
No, I thought you were saying like other way around. Like, all right. Oh, you say if Jamal Crawford isn't in the conversation of all time?
If you put Jamal Crawford number 3, who's number 2? Because you're saying it's arguable.
No, I think he's top 2 at the lowest. I think he's 2 at the lowest.
Okay.
Like at the lowest, he's number 2.
Okay, I thought you were saying it's arguable that he's number 2.
No. At the lowest, he's number 2. If he's not number 1, he's number 2. No, after that, it's between AI and Isaiah Thomas, though. I don't know. That's tough. AI had to cross over, but Zeke had some shit. Zeke was just dribbling.
Zeke was dribbling like it was the Harlem Globetrotters.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think we really have too much we have to say about Jamal Crawford. If you don't know Jamal Crawford or Jamal Crawford's game, look up his last game on the Suns.
His last game, the man put up 50.
And they was like, nah.
At age 39.
You know me. You know be in the league no more after that.
Yeah. I don't know why.
Boy, there's some team out there that could use buckets. Boy, the Sixers could have used his ass when couldn't nobody else fucking score. They probably could have used that nigga on the court.
Low key.
He not guarding shit no more, but still.
Has Jamal Crawford really ever guarded shit?
I was going to say, not that he ever really did. And let me finish. But still.
Why he's 6th man.
Yeah. Anywho, number 1, I'm pretty sure we know. Pretty sure y'all know. If you don't know, now you know.
Ha.
All right, undisputed. I think this real life undisputed.
Yeah.
Greatest 6th man of all time.
Yeah.
You gonna say some bullshit, or you gonna actually say who it is?
I was gonna say some bullshit, but I'm kind of mad you called me out on it.
You say Iguodala, wouldn't you?
No.
Who was you for to say?
J.R. Smith.
Fucking hate you. J.R. Manu Ginobili.
Yeah.
Right? I was gonna say. This is right.
Manu Ginobili.
Manu Ginobili was arguably at his peak and a top 3 shooting guard in the league.
That's pretty crazy. Off the bench.
Off the bench. And he accepted it. He was like, all right, I'll do that.
Yeah.
Like, real life was an arguable top 3 shooting guard in the league. Like, off the rip, like, he only ones I think if he's at his peak, the only ones I think that were above him were Kobe and D Wade.
No T-Mac.
I don't know. T-Mac kept getting hurt.
That's true.
he got 2 All NBA teams. So if I'm thinking of the years he won All NBA, the last one was 2011.
That's true. You got a point.
Yeah, like I said, that's at his peak. Not saying he's better than T-Mac. Obviously, T-Mac was on our top 10 list for a reason. Manu
Ginobili is better than T-Mac.
Well, why you ain't say that when we did the list then?
I was saving him.
They were saving him.
Okay, we should have put Manu Ginobili in an honorable mention.
We went back and said honorable mention the next episode after that.
But did we put Manu Ginobili?
Did
we say Manu Ginobili?
I think we did when we did the small forwards. We was going back. We got to do the fixings, the quick fixings. But we probably didn't show no love to Manu though, and he got 4 rings.
4 of them things.
4 of them things. And he was still, even when he wasn't like at his peak, he was still contributing to like the rings. Obviously, they didn't win the ring I think this year, but the block on Harden at like 40 years old was pretty clutch. 1 6 man of the year, like I said, two-time All NBA and the 2-time All Star, and that's crazy thinking he probably didn't get the love from a fan perspective for the All Star game, but he was real life for a while. He was at least a top 5 shooting guard, but he was still coming off the bench, giving niggas 20.
Yeah,
20 like probably 4 and 4, if not 5 and 5, or whatever it may be. But Manu Ginobili was like that. He was part of a dynasty. He held it down for the second unit in the dynasty, and that's some shit.
Is that a dynasty?
The Spurs are a dynasty.
Is that a dynasty?
If you talking about because they didn't win, you talking because they never three-peated, they never won back to back.
Yeah, they never won back to back.
I don't know. I think when you a stand presence and you win,
3
rings in the span of 5 years, I don't know. You win it 60% of the time. To me, that could be considered a dynasty. I get if you say
but you're also not making the finals in that time neither, though.
04, they didn't make it. Yeah. 5, they won. 6, they didn't make it. 7, they won. 8, okay. I guess I get it.
Is that a dynasty or is that a dynasty?
I fucking hate you.
It might be a dynasty.
Might be a dynasty.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a dynasty though.
We say it in the comments. Is that a dynasty or not? If they weren't making the final or trip to the finals, but they winning 60% of the rings over a 5-year span, is that a dynasty or no? That's a good question. But in the span of 8 years, they won, what was it, 5, 4?
In the span, you say in the span of 5 years? So they won.
In the span of 8 years.
They won.
From the
99,
first to the fourth. 99, 3, 5, and 7.
Yeah. And then 14. You could throw 14 in.
I was saying over 8 years, man. From 99 to 07 is what I was talking about. That's why I was trying to. If I say 5 rings over 15 years, that don't sound too dynasty. That don't sound too dynasty-ish.
You never know.
You don't. You don't know. Either way it goes. He was part of what held that system down a lot, though. Just being able to
himself,
put your ego kind of to the side. I know I probably should be starting, but you know what? It's cool.
Just being himself.
I'm
Greg Popovich allowing him to be himself.
Yeah, probably the 3rd greatest European player right now.
Hakeem. Oh wait, no, you said European.
My bad. 3rd greatest foreign player. No, because then we got to include Patrick
foreign
Ewing.
Player. Maybe that should be next week. Top 5.
But I ain't doing
foreign players of all time.
Niggas got to keep going back and forth
to play in the NBA.
Tired of thinking this shit. I'm trying to think. I know Dirk is number 1. I feel like it's somebody I'm
foreign players.
Yeah.
What happened to Hakeem?
I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking I'm missing somebody else besides
You said Dirk number 1.
Yeah. I was thinking of European when I said I'm tweaking, whatever. Foreign. Just foreign, specifically. Then yes. Hakeem, Dirk. Are we counting Patrick Ewing? You said he was born in Jamaica. Do we got to count Patrick Ewing? I don't think he grew up in Jamaica. It's just not fair. He's getting there off heritage.
He is foreign born,
He's
though.
getting off heritage. That's fucked up.
Granted, he went to Georgetown University.
I don't think he went to Georgetown, boy. Anyway, it goes, boy. Manu, top 50 player of all time? Maybe not. But he up there, though. He top 100, I think. Yeah, he's
top
definitely
75.
Top 60.
Top 60.
Well, Manu better than
Top
Paul.
59.
Manu better than Paul Pierce. All right, that was a stretch. I don't know. That might be a stretch.
That one might be a stretch.
That might be a stretch. I let my hate for Paul Pierce blind me.
That might be a slight stretch.
I got a few honorable mentions. I'm pretty sure you got a few too.
Yeah.
The first one that comes to mind, it might be a little bit soon, but he's in that mode. He's been in the conversation for a long time, and he finally got his first one this year. Yeah. I got Jordan Clarkson as one of my honorable mentions just because he went crazy this year, and that's his. Yeah, he was going crazy. He was carrying the Jazz for a decent amount sometimes during the season. I think his role is kind of solidified now. I don't think he'll, at least with the Jazz, I don't think he'll ever be a starter because Donovan Mitchell's right there.
Right.
So his role is specifically like you have the ultimate green light. When you come in, you don't got to create unless you want to. You don't have to create. You just come in and get buckets and get busy. And more times than not, he's getting busy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I have Jordan Clarkson as my first honorable mention.
I got J.R. Smith.
God damn it.
J.R. Smith,
took off my other honorable mention.
I got Derrick Rose.
Derrick Rose is good. I need Derrick Rose to win the Sixth Man of the Year, so he can possibly. I think. Damn, nope, never mind. He's gonna be the second. Wait, did James Harden ever win the Sixth Man of the Year? He did, right?
Yes.
All right, never mind. Fuck it.
Yeah, James Harden.
He could possibly be the second player,
but he will be the first player to go from MVP
to Sixth Man
to Sixth Man rather than Sixth Man to MVP. Like James Harden, who is also in my honorable mentions.
James Harden. Boy, Big Shot Bob, boy. He's in mine.
Robert Horry.
Yeah.
Robert Horry. 7 rings.
Why you out here put so much emphasis on
Horry.
on the Horry part?
7 rings.
Horry.
Shout out to the Future song.
Shout out to future Sixth Man of the Year, Kobe White. Hopefully you can need Kobe White to turn the fuck up this year. He needs to be at least in the conversation for it.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
At least be in the conversation for it.
That would be
Boy,
nice.
that suits what he needs to do. He averaged 15 last year, and he was also tasked with trying to have it create the offense for the rest of the team. Yeah. At times, he doesn't have to do that no more. Just come in and
get buckets. That's your only job.
Yeah,
you don't need to do nothing else. That's what Lonzo is there for now.
Indeed.
Just get buckets. You and Caruso just turn up off the bench. And randomly.
Boy, every time we talk about it, I be getting more excited for the team.
And boy. Derrick Jones Jr.
Just
man, we got Derrick Jones Jr. That's kind of crazy. And then we got Stanley Johnson too. It was real life. It'll be Lob City in Chicago.
Just straight dunks and shit.
If nobody's throwing lobs, I'm finna be mad. Lonzo finna be the only one throwing lobs. Boy, nobody else.
Boy, Zach, no, I don't know about Zach LaVine, but Vooch gonna be throwing some. Vooch can pass.
Low key.
It's gonna be Vooch, just the point guard and the center throwing lobs. Nobody else.
Lonzo finna average 9 points, but 10 assists though.
On some Draymond Green shit.
I was finna say on some Rondo shit.
Well, Rondo was out here getting a little bit more than 9 at his peak. Not when
11 and 11.
Yeah, that's more like it. Be accurate. Be accurate, motherfucker. Who else was I finna bring up? Anything else you want to bring up? Like for anybody else? I ain't got no more honorable mentions that come to my head right now.
Eric Gordon.
Eric Gordon did recently win the Sixth Man of the Year.
That he did.
He did. Oh, not recently. That was like 4 years ago. But still, he got one of them things.
I think he has 2.
He got 2. He do got 2. He might have 2.
He might have 2. I think he won it 2 years in a row, I feel like.
I thought Trey stole one of them. I know Trey stole one last year. Not stole because he earned that motherfucker, but still.
He stole it just to not play.
Just to that. That's I ain't gonna say that's what the fuck he get, but I remember they was talking all that shit last year. You remember niggas was saying? He's like he just left JV to go to varsity and then got traded.
just one time.
And then got traded. Not traded immediately, but still traded.
Good.
That's not good. There,
that's good.
They could have been on the Clippers. Probably could have been competing for a ring. How long is Kawhi gonna be out for?
Who knows at this point? Kawhi is indestructible, but destructible at the same time. We didn't even know he was hurt. He just said, my knee hurts, and nobody knew what was going on.
Yeah, they was like,
and he was walking around like it was just normal. He was probably still hooping. At practice like, nah, my knee feels funny.
He said he tried to practice, and he was like,
I'm a funny guy.
Nah, my knee's a funny guy. I ain't got anything else from NBA perspective. Do you have anything else you want to talk about?
No.
You want to talk about Shang-Chi?
Shang-Chi,
boy. Shang-Chi was raw as shit. If y'all ain't go see Shang-Chi yet,
y'all need to see it. I highly recommend
watch that shit.
I've watched it twice.
I don't even know who the character was beforehand, and I probably the comic book heads might be like, that movie was terrible. But if you're not a comic book head,
that movie was
shit. Amazing. It's at times you'd be like,
I wish I was Asian.
That's some Dragon Ball.
Seems pretty lit. Being Asian in San Francisco, they got secret magical lands and shit. Like,
what the fuck?
Tell me that don't sound like the shit. They got secret magical lands that like you have to run. Like, I'm not trying to give away the movie, but like, come on now, they got secret magical villages. That sounds pretty lit to me.
What the fuck?
If we're being honest,
I don't think that was in San Francisco.
It wasn't in San Francisco.
Oh, never mind.
It was in
wherever it was.
Taoli. I don't think that's it.
Talo.
Yeah, Talo.
That shit was raw though. If y'all ain't gonna see a movie, go see a movie. It's funny as shit. I think this is only the second movie that's come out that's post Thanos, right?
Post snap.
Post unsnap.
Post unsnap.
I think it's only the second movie to come out, right? In the Marvel timeline, because the other one was Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So curious to see Spider-Man come out soon too.
Wait.
I said movie. Now there's other stuff that's happened.
Wait. What? Is it?
Yeah.
Is it post snap like post snap and then
after post snap? Yeah. This is only the second one where everybody's basically back. Everybody's back. I think this is only the second one that they release.
Okay. Yeah. No. Yeah. Okay.
Like they release other ones.
Post Endgame.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
happenings.
All the other stuff happened, but like movie wise, they like obviously the Secret Soldier, WandaVision.
Yeah.
Why is the third one? Is there a third one?
The Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
Did you say that?
Maybe
Loki.
I did.
Loki was pre though.
Loki is what I'm thinking of. Loki was.
It was post.
Loki was weird because it's nowhere. That's just a nigga who wasn't supposed to be where he was in time.
Shout out Owen Wilson. Wow.
Why? I couldn't. I don't even think he said it.
I don't think he said. Wow.
I was waiting on. I was waiting on it, and I heard.
They said I had
one.
Like at least at the post credits, they just had
wow. Anyway, going back to Shang-Chi, that shit was raw. And sometimes you're like, this look like some Dragon Ball Z ass shit. But it was still raw.
Yeah, but we all grew up on Dragon Ball Z.
And if you didn't, bitch.
Oh.
No, you're not a bitch. You just uncultured a little bit.
Oh.
A little uncultured. If you ain't fuck with Dragon Ball Z, you a little uncultured. Just a little bit.
All right. Just throw people who haven't watched it under the bus, who may have not known about it.
What I'm saying, if they chose not to watch it, is what I'm saying. Not like.
Well, if they didn't have a choice.
If they didn't have the choice, then now you have the choice. Because we're saying go watch Dragon Ball Z, so go watch that shit. He's out here rewatching it. No, that's all I got though. Is it everybody's favorite time of the week?
It is the fact of the week. All right. So we all know Steph Curry got the bag.
Big bag.
Super big bag this past year of $215 million. $215 million over 4 years.
This is the second $200 million contract, ain't it?
His second?
His second.
Is it?
I think so.
I don't think it is. Because KD. And he had to take a pay cut because KD.
I don't think he took a pay cut because of KD.
I think he took a pay cut because it's KD.
Well, we'll look it up after.
I don't know if it's... I mean, I'm sure he's had the max. We know he's had the max. But I don't know if he had another 200.
I thought KD took the pay cut. But either way it go. Just finish what you were saying.
Okay. Stefan Curry. Stephen Curry.
Hello.
Is going to be making, over this next season of the 2021-2022 season, $47.5 million. Right? That's a lot of money. Quite a bit of money. So much so that he's making almost as much as the entire Oklahoma City Thunder team.
Damn.
At a reported $53.1 million over next season.
Damn.
That's the entire team, all 15 players, including the two-way contracts.
Damn.
They're making $53.1 million. This is before Shea's extension.
His extension kicks in, I think, next year.
So,
or the year after, one of those two.
That's quite a bit of money.
That's
Steph Curry alone is making almost as much as the entire Oklahoma City Thunder.
That's fucked up. I wish I was making it.
So if you want to make money like that, just learn to shoot
at an elite level, and
and
be able to handle the ball and be able to
be
finish.
light skinned.
And being light skinned probably helps. Should probably help with brands.
Low key. He's such a nice, wholesome black and he's a Christian.
Oh man. Anyway, just keep y'all posted on the
nice,
league.
Wholesome.
I know we brought it up last week. Carlos shot like 40 last week in the men's league.
All right.
45 and 5, I think it was.
Okay.
Yeah. What you gonna do?
What Carlos are you talking about? There's a new Carlos. Somebody new.
You supposed to lie. Lie for the people.
I don't lie to our fans. All three of them. Why would I do that? It's like lying to my mom.
Damn. You see how highly he thinks of y'all? That's crazy.
I don't lie. Only when it's convenient.
Oh, no. We won by 40, though.
We did win by 40. We 40 piece, though. No barbecue.
No barbecue sauce.
No ranch.
No.
Just dry.
It was pretty dry. It was
dry nuggets.
40-piece nugget. It's cool. We gonna run it back again today. 40-piece nugget. Keep y'all posted. Game day vlogs possibly coming soon. It's not, but still. Get some shorts in there for y'all. Get a clip of Carlos throwing the ball over his shoulder out of bounds again. So a nigga that's not there.
Yeah. This is why I don't pass.
Nigga, first play of the game did this shit.
That's why I don't pass the ball. See what happens when you want to pass. See what happens when you're like, no, I'm gonna get everybody else involved.
No, keep myself involved.
Yeah, I'll just play my game. That's to not pass the ball.
Oh man. Anything else you want to bring up for this week's episode, friend?
Nope.
All right, cool. It's gonna be a little short because it's only 5 that we got out. Have some other little stuff we wanted to talk about with y'all real quick though. But as always, if you guys are watching on YouTube, like, share, subscribe to the channel. If you listen on Apple Podcasts, leave a like, share it with your friends. If you listen on Apple, like I said, do that. But if you listen on Spotify, what the fuck is you doing? Distracting. If you listen on Spotify, just try to keep listening to it as much as possible. Share it with your friends so they can share it with their friends, and share it with your enemies too.
Oh.
So everybody needs it.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Anyway.
Peace out, yo.
Peace.